Yes.
Hi everybody and welcome back. Welcome back. This is my fourth episode, I think. Know it to be true. I'm your host Niata, and today we have a special guest. Special guest, go ahead and state your claim.
My name is Anonymous. That's all you need to know for the time being.
Okay. Thank you, Anonymous, for being a part of the show. This is my first ever guest, so
Of course.
clap it up.
Disclaimer. What I'm about to say may trigger you. And in that same breath, I do not care.
Period.
Quiet about it.
Period.
What I'm saying is important to me. And I may not be right. You may hear me speak and be like, oh my God, she is so traumatized. She's speaking from a place of pain. And yes, I am. And what about it? I deserve a platform too. So, if you don't agree, you don't agree. But I'm at where I'm at. So let's get into it.
Period. And I want to know it to be true. Let's always understand all opinions are welcome and all opinions will be valid in the fact that they are opinions. That's how you know a thing is true to you. So today we are talking about kids. Kids, and to pair with that is going to be relationships. So the topic is really to or not to with the kiddos and relationships. In my opinion, it is a very mixed emoticon. I believe that, what do I believe? Kids are the future, point blank period. I mean, that's a well-known fact. But they also are a representation of your lineage. Now, that's up to you to decide whether you believe your lineage is good enough to keep recreating or just stop altogether. So that choice is beyond you. But for me personally, I'm a one of one, like truly a one of one. So I battle with this thought every day. Do I want to continue to be a one of one, or do I want to expand the lineage? Some days I do, some days I don't. It just depends on the environment around me and what the world has to offer. Right now, the world ain't offering nothing too good. You know what I mean? But that's my view on the kiddos right now. How about you?
Relationships is a maybe. I don't really like all that. I like being able to do whatever I want. But like, and I can say that we're actually dating, but for me to sit and be like, that's my man, like for real in real life, write us in a book. Make it not real and I could make it work. But anyways, with the kiddos, 100% no. You already knew it. So like, think of Simon Cowell on X Factor. That's exactly how I feel. Because one thing for me, I understand that like there's a bunch of different ways to parent your child. But then, hold on, that's too far in the future. Do I want my teeth to fall out? Do I want to lose vision? Do I want to blow up and end up looking like a Smurf doll? Do I really want my uterus to fall out? And yes, I actually do. But that's besides the point. Do I want to over here get poked with needles because kids don't want to have the same blood type as me? No, I do not. And how much it costs to have a baby? Not just take care of the baby. How much was that hospital room? How long did you stay? How long were you in labor? Because they're going to charge you.
Real bad.
So for me, it's always just going to be 100% no. And now for the parenting part, I've just seen it done wrong so many times. I've never wanted to try it. It's like watching ridiculousness, but with parents. I've just seen so many people take a crack at it and get cracked. I don't want to try. And I know some people, like, it's just too much for me. The thought of traumatizing a descendant, I can't do it.
Wow.
I can't do it. Like, if your child is crying, that's it. Like, I can't do anything.
No,
I don't know what to do for you, child. I can't.
You gotta
do
be the
that.
problem solver.
Exactly. I have to be a problem solver, but like that's not something I'm good at. So if I were to have children, that would just be torture. I'm not one of those people who takes advantage of the rental child system, aka foster care, and have to parent before they figure out they're gonna be a bad parent.
Well,
I don't need that. I knew from the jump. I wake up and I say, I'm so glad I don't have to take care of anybody. So I know it's not for me. And then my problem is, I know I should probably keep it like, that's just my opinion on the case. No, that is my opinion, and here's why you're wrong.
Oh.
So y'all be out here just having kids left and right, left and right, left and right. And y'all just like, well, the world needs to die. I'm sorry, babe. How many apocalypses have we had? Y2K scares, world hunger, homelessness, drug epidemics. How many more signs does God need to send before y'all really get off this planet? That's just me. Because one thing about it, I'm never going to be nobody's ancestor. That's not happening. I'm not having y'all be up here like Disney Channel, Descendants 1, 2, 3, and 4. That ain't me. I don't need all that. Somebody can look back, oh yeah, that was my aunt. Yes, that was your aunt. That was your cousin. That was your friend. But nobody gonna look back and say that's my mom's. Not happening for me. I just don't get why y'all be so gung-ho to go hop up and be, let me go pay thousands of dollars to go in the hospital and have a baby, or not go in the hospital and have a baby. And then let me proceed to spend like decades taking care of that child. No. And then y'all be like, oh, I need my space, I need my time. You forfeited. Oh well. Gave it up. It's gone. You don't deserve it anymore.
No, you do deserve it still.
No, you don't. You made a crazy decision.
But it's called balance.
The balance is mess around and find out. You finding out, ain't you?
Real bad.
That's my personal thing. You know, I sit out here and I see people with bunches and bunches and bunches of kids, and I'm like, they all growing up traumatized. You can't be a good parent to them all. I know that for a fact.
Part is true.
I know that for a fact. Okay? If needs and wants from one child can slip through the cracks, baby, you ain't got no chance with Descendants 1, 2, 3, and 4. I know you don't. So let's go ahead and be serious on that. But yeah, I be like, oh, wow, y'all like doing this. And it's funny. It's funny. It's really funny, actually. I'm just sitting up here like, dang. The worth of money is going down.
No, big
people
facts.
are losing jobs. People still getting sick. People still homeless. People still hungry. And you said, children, go forth.
No, literally.
Like, did that sound like a good idea or what? Because I already know. Look, I know me well enough to know that my parenting is gonna cause trauma. I know you living in this world is gonna cause trauma. Do it sound like I'm trying to keep that going? No, let's end it here. It was a good take, but that's enough. But yeah, pretty much.
That was enough.
Relationships is cool in theory, though. You know, it's like one of those things you thought about, like, ooh, I'm finna go into this, and it didn't turn out how you want it. That's like most of it. And I get that's like part of the point. It's not always about what you want, but what you find.
Right.
Because that's the thing. But then also, like, I feel like I can get down with the whole idea of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But then you being like, I need you. I can't do that part. And
you never get in a relationship with anybody that needs you. Only
like,
want you.
That's like kind of sick for me. Like I've had enough of the emotionally stunted people.
No, for real.
I can't do it. I can't grow up to take care of somebody else. That's grown too. That just ain't for me.
At all.
But it's real cool. It's real cool in books. It's real cool like that. And I'm just saying, also, if I like you in real life, I'm sorry, but you're just not going to get the same as the people in the books.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Because it's real life.
Right, it's real life. So it's automatically different. I can't just be like, so this, and this is that, and this is what I would do, and this is, I can't do that here. It's not allowed here, actually. So, yeah. If you see me always reading a book, just know that that's where it's going to stay.
No, that's where it's going to stay. My hot take on relationships is I really don't have one. I really believe in a whole try till you figure out what works for you. If you ask around about me, that's what you will find out. I tried plenty of scenarios, and none of them have really worked well for me just yet. But that's a part of my process, my trial and error. You don't love the people, love the game, but that's what life is for me right now. Now, if we're talking about marriage, I just think that's far fetched right now. Give me at least another year.
Married next year?
That's what I said. Give me at least another year. Till the right person comes along, and we really decide we're gonna work this out. We're really gonna try things in a conventional, non-conventional way. Like somebody that understands the balance of me, because I can want something extremely extravagant one day and extremely low key the next. So it just all depends, really. And until I find somebody that understands that and can work with me while I go through those things, it just never will work. So relationships in theory, yes, they're good in books.
They're very good in books.
They're good in books because you can write how it begins, what drama happens in the middle, and how it ends. But in real life, it's a co-write. And I tried to co-write a book before, and it's just as messy. It's not going how you want it to in any fashion, in any way. And that's not off the strength of immaturity. That's just off the strength of humans being humans in general. I think that's what we forget as people in relationships too. Like, your partner is a human as well. And so while your needs and your wants are important, so are theirs.
That's true.
And I think that's where a lot of people mess up at, because you get self-centered in a relationship that requires compromise to a degree, and also conscientiousness of another party.
Nice. Go with that pronunciation stuff. Please.
So yeah, that's my hot take on relationships. Like, it's work. It's conscious work to be in one and to actually make it work. It's not something that just flows effortlessly every time. Like,
no, literally.
The chemistry can be there. That's the effortless part. Like, I don't have to force myself to like you. I don't have to force myself to be around you.
Literally.
But to continuously work on and grow and develop a foundation for everything we're trying to do as a unit, now that's the struggle.
No, because tell me the lesson I learned recently is that you can genuinely stop liking someone and still adore them.
Literally.
Like, deep down, I was like, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. And if you're one of those people who can think your brain into liking and not liking a person at like a moment's notice,
literally,
it's really wild adventure. But then I was like, it's all love still. That's funny. Didn't expect that to happen, really.
Because it is. It's really that.
Yeah, also, the people who are in relationships, y'all need to drop the advice, because the thing about me is I don't see anything as like a task. I see a whole task as a bunch of mini tasks. So every time I think, okay, I gotta get up, that means getting up, trying to make sure nothing in my body hurting. That means brushing my teeth, washing my face. That means washing up. That means I gotta go do my rounds around the house. That means I'm still gonna sit in bed for a while, and then I'm gonna feel bad about sitting in bed because I didn't do anything, and we don't know how that's gonna go. So that's how I see it. So I'm saying, I'm sitting back, like, y'all just be making it so easy, like, y'all be running 100 yards at a time. I'm over here going a foot at a time. Like, what do you use to wash your body? How do I know I can trust you? Do you still use loofahs? Like, do you use implements? Do you gargle before you brush? That's so important. And also why you're never kissing as soon as you wake up.
Absolutely.
100%.
That is so disgusting.
No. Definitely not. But these people they just be waking up and just navigate. And I said, I don't have those skills. I don't have it like that. You can wake up and know that you can trust your partner's mouth, but not everybody has that luxury.
No, literally. So, and I would never get too comfortable.
Not at all.
Because anything can happen.
Literally. I'm like, how do you handle the fact that I might fall off the bed at night? How do you handle the fact that I might have an entire anaphylactic reaction during my sleep because it's springtime. How do we navigate these things together? How are you a part of this now? That's the scary part for me.
You just have a what is it called? A contingency plan. There we go.
Contingency plan.
That's literally all that it requires. If then what? If you know you're a type of planner person, then you need to have plenty of those talks with your partner.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Because how do you handle me breaking down on wash day and then just calling for help? How do we handle that together? That's what. No, please. I was sitting back watching Extreme Cheapskates.
Yes.
With Yana. The fact that her friend would have got broken up with. You haven't seen this friend who you know is a dumpster diver in over a year, and you bring me to her house to eat?
Oh, no.
That's immediately blocked.
That's disrespectful. So
that's immediately blocked. And oh my God, my best friend gonna talk about, well, if I gotta suffer, you gotta suffer with me. Your
Absolutely
misery
not.
does not deserve company. Please sit in that by yourself. Matter of fact, you didn't have to be miserable either. She call you up, don't answer. We haven't seen each other in a year. I don't have to speak to you if I don't want to.
Right, let's get real at that point.
Be so serious. I said, this is why you can't eat at everybody's house.
Nope.
And this is why I'm filing a restraining order against you and your friend. Because the fact that you took me here to get sick on purpose is humiliatingly sick. That's
Very much
just,
so.
Completely horrible.
Very much so. But yeah, guys, that was our TED Talk for today. Thank you all for tuning in. And I ask that you tune in next week for another fun surprise. Or will it be Friday? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know, but most importantly, next time we are definitely going to talk about your hostess delusions, because I believe she said she's getting married in a year.
And I definitely. The way this malfunction just happened leads me to believe it might not happen next year. But tune in with us by the end of the year to see where we are on that adventure. And again, thank you all for tuning in. And we will hit you back with another episode, hopefully Friday. Toodaloo.